Welcome back to the channel. So just met with a really interesting guy who was he was a pilot, and he flew all the way from New Hampshire, Vermont area, which was like just like a little bit over an hour, and he was a reporter, like a media reporter, doing an article about the World Championships of college rowing, it seemed like. So there looks like there's at the park there's a lot of stuff going on today, so that's pretty cool. Really interesting guy. Just ask him a little bit about, you know, how much does a plane cost and getting his pilot's license. Because he's in media, he just wanted to just be careful, but he really thought what I was doing was really cool and interesting. But yeah, I get it. You know, anytime you're recording, you definitely want to get the permission of someone, whoever you're recording. Because I definitely have watched videos on Facebook where the guys, I don't know, just people doing like stupid things, and yeah, you just want to be careful. So that was really cool. I enjoyed meeting him. Super interesting dude. So now I'm picking up my next person, and their name is Moo. So maybe sounds like someone of Muslim was the guess. So let's see how that goes. Pretty close by. So yeah, I'm excited.
In a quarter-mile turn right on Quaker Bridge Road using the right lane.
But I got 2 left from yesterday's stash. So let's see how much money I get to make today. I'm excited for it.
By the way, right? So they
Right
feel
on
like
Quaker Bridge Road.
there's a, oh no, it's not. You just don't like me. It's not that you don't like how I always steal your shit drunk, or I have no compassion for you, or I don't listen to what you say, or how I prioritize all my needs
Just
above
ahead,
yours.
turn
It's
left
none
on
of that
Lawrence
stuff. You
Square
just
Boulevard
dislike me. I can't, right? Because what they see is the problem is over here is not actionable. So when I work with my patients, what I try to help them do is see what the actual defect is, right? What we actually want to do is externalize the problem from ourselves. When we externalize the problem from ourselves, we open ourselves up to accepting responsibility. And we also create a path of action. The reason I didn't get hired is not because I'm a screwed up human being. The reason I did not get hired, I know this is
there you go.
is because there is a
So looks like I'm here. 62 62. So this is 51, 100. Where am I? Rider notified. Oh, cool. Oh man, I dropped my mic. Alright. Let's see where we're driving Mohim.
Head to your drop-off
Oh.
at Mizu.
Mizu. Pretty close by, actually. Japanese. Clarksville Road. Okay. Did I pass it? Oh, maybe I should U-turn. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Mohim? Oh, cool. Hey, nice to meet you. So, this is pretty random, but I usually live stream and I ask my passengers like questions about lives. Are you okay with doing that?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, cool. Alright. I have a mic as well.
Okay.
Nice. So, Muhim, are you eating some food?
Turn
Or?
left to stay on
I'm
Oakwood Court.
heading
Then
to
turn
work.
left on
Oh,
Lawrence
okay,
Square
cool. Very
Boulevard.
Yeah, so so are you a chef?
Yes.
Cool. What do you like about being a chef?
It's like I love
Turn
cooking.
left on Lawrence Square Boulevard North.
Like I like to cook different kinds of food. That's what I'm doing. Like making Caribbean food, Egyptian food.
And this is Japanese, it looks like?
No, but it's a Indian store.
Oh, cool.
It says Mizu, but it's the next store.
Oh, I see. Very cool. And Muhim, what nationality is that? Where did you move from?
India.
Oh, India. Okay. Yeah, so I do have a lot of people that watch from India, actually.
Okay.
People from the Delhi, Noida,
I'm from Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay. Oh, one of the guys is like kind of near there.
In a quarter-mile
He's
turn left on Quaker Bridge.
Yeah. There's like people from all over, but yeah, there's a lot. There's one person from West Bengal who watches.
Also, more of them are Indians, you mean to say?
Yeah. There's a lot of Indians that watch it. So, and I live in North Brunswick, which just has like pretty big Indian population as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very cool. Were you a chef in India as well?
No, I just came here and learned everything.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Okay. When did you move here?
Back in 2014.
So it's been a while. It's like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I my parents moved here back in like the 80s.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I was born here.
So you was born here.
Yeah, but my parents they moved here from the Vietnam War. So they're both Vietnamese. Yeah, so I grew up with a lot of like speaking Vietnamese at home, but I'm pretty Americanized because I grew up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then you still have your culture back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like my mom growing up, she makes me like all the Vietnamese dishes, and there's a lot of French influence. Like I'm sure similar to how India has a lot of British influence. There's a lot of like French influence. So like we ate like a lot of French foods. There's like a lot of baguettes and pate and escargot and yeah.
So Uber is just part-time for you?
Yeah. I just do this on the weekend. I like meeting people.
Oh, yeah,
So-
it's good, meet different people.
Yeah, you meet a lot of different people here. Like I've met probably like 300 different people so far. So still kind of new to it, but I usually do it on the weekends for fun and just to make a little bit extra money as well.
Yes, rather than sitting idly at home.
Yeah, because the way I was like thinking, like I'm gonna be watching Netflix for 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
how much can you watch?
yeah, and it's like the same thing, and then, but at least with this, I'm making money and I'm meeting people and learning something new usually.
Yeah. Doing something.
Yeah.
Maybe like this is new for me.
Mhm.
Nobody would do this. Whatever you are doing.
Yeah,
So
definitely. He was because I was doing a live stream and my wife was watching once and she got so hungry because we kept talking about it. She ordered.
Okay.
Yeah, so then she ordered like Indian food because he was like really passionate about it, and then so it's funny. I do drive a lot of chefs. It seems like.
Grilled items like chicken tikka.
Yeah.
Like everybody likes it.
Yeah.
More spices and then very healthy.
Mhm.
Grilled, not fried or cooked in masala.
Mhm. Yeah. I was talking. I was always. I went to like an Indian wedding once and it was so spicy. I was dying. All the aunties were making fun of me. I was like, and then the aunties are like, yeah.
Then in a wedding, certainly Michael Jackson get into them.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's true because like my friends that we went with, like they don't really dance that much, or at least I've never seen them dance. But then at the wedding, they were dancing, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know you guys like dance like that.
That's not it's a fusion dance. Like they'll come up with their own steps,
Yeah.
their own moves,
Yeah.
and then funny moves.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, okay. So it's this area. Oh, okay. I think I've driven past by this before.
Yeah, there is a
In a
train station
quarter-mile
nearby.
turn left.
You might have the people who goes there.
Is that what's that called? Asian Bistro? Yo, what's up, Rohan? So Rohan's here.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so he lives kind of near where you said you're from, like near the Mumbai area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think he says he's like from that area.
Turn left.
Oh, this area. Okay. Okay, I've been here a couple times.
The
Drop off
Kapura,
UK.
they have good.
Yeah, that's where I've been. So,
right here. This one is
okay,
mine.
this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, take care.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Take care.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, he is Indian. I just dropped him off. He's a chef, and he said he's from the Bombay. So that was cool. I like meeting people from Bombay. They're always really cool people. All right, so nice. Yeah, so the last guy, welcome back, bro. Oh my god, dude. Are Indian people allowed to be racist? Is that even possible? Oh, you're funny, dude. So, gateway to India. So, it looks like he works at it's called the Global Grown Halal Meat, Indian and Pakistani takeout. I see. I didn't even know that place existed. Bro, your comments, man? Oh my god. Oh, I'm dying. I'm legit dying here. Alright. Let's go back towards I'm trying to see where I can go now. So the cool thing about early this morning is it's not that many cars around, so it's kind of peaceful, kind of nice. There's always some truth to every joke. That's oh man, too funny though. So all right, let's see what happens. So thanks for the like, dude. So I don't know if you saw my post or my video earlier, but the guy that I drove earlier that didn't want to be recorded, he's a pilot. So he was flying a plane from Vermont, which is like, if I drove there, it'd be like 6, 7, 8 hours drive. But he said flying only took an hour to an hour and a half. And really interesting dude. He's part of the media. He's doing something about the championships of the rowing. So at the park there's gonna be 10,000 people there today. So that's fun. Let's see how much I made. That was a quick ride. So I made like $5 from that ride pretty much. Let's see if any of these people tip me. Sometimes people tip afterwards, but so far I made $25.57. Not bad, pretty chill. You know, not a bad life. You get to meet interesting people, get to learn something new. Life is good. All right.
Insufficiency of the skills that I.
This guy's interesting.
And I want y'all to think about that, right? That's literally what not taking things personally is.
$12. How'd you calculate $12, bro?
There's this thing that I need to
Oh my
work
god.
on. Even in the case of a breakup, right? If someone says, I need someone who's more emotionally available. And if you're not careful, you will take that personally. And you'll be like, oh my god, how am I, like, there's nothing I can do about that. This is who I am, right? This is who I am. It's deterministic, it's fatalistic, and it's exactly how narcissists talk. They never actually address their problems, which is why, so going back to the narcissist, right? If I have a problem
so I gotta drive
over here, right? Like,
navigate to 3204 Ravenscrest, Plainsboro.
then what that means is they never actually correct this. This continues.
Oh, he canceled.
Again,
what the hell?
And again, the behavior
Oh,
continues.
that's weird.
Forever. So
All
the more that they take things personally, the less they actually fix things in their
All right.
life.
I
Which
guess I'll
propagates
just
the cycle and is what creates the life of a narcissist, which is that no one ever likes me. I don't know what I can do differently. I've tried so hard.
Hey, you learned something for everyone. What did you learn from Rohan, bro? I learned not to take life so seriously, to be funny. Like, I think Rohan's really good at using humor as a way to, like, just not take myself so seriously. Like, it doesn't seem like he takes himself so seriously. Like, he's always joking. I would say I don't joke as much. Like, I like jokes, but I don't joke with myself. Like, I'm very serious with myself. So I would say that's my lesson. What about, yo, what's good, bro? Nice to see you. What about you? Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a nice person. I'm just messing with you, Rohan. The word I would use is he's a very intelligent person. If I was to choose one word, intelligent would be the word. Shoo. What? Bro. What's, I guess Dubai, you probably don't see a lot of Asian people, huh? Really? Yeah, I would say you're intelligent. You're a funny dude. What about you, Arfa? What would you say you've learned from Rohan? I think he is intelligent and clever. Ooh, clever. Oh man, that's funny. Witty. Yeah, I would say he's pretty witty. Clever. That's a good word. Ooh, that's a good one. That's funny. What about Aniket? What would you say you learned from Aniket? I haven't seen him. I hope he's okay. Rohan, Shanae. What? Dude, this guy be dropping the craziest. You're kind of funny though, actually. Like, a lot of his stereotypes and assumptions. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, hey, I got a ride. Yay. Okay. Oh shit, this is like a legit ride. Holy shit. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this. So this is an hour and 25 minute. Navigate through Nassau Inn. No. Oh, there you go. It knows. Wow. Tesla's smarter than I thought. So yeah, this should be interesting. An hour and 25 minutes. Ooh, hopefully that means it pays really well. Shit. Alright, so I learned from Rohan, bro, to be funny, make people angry. New chapter since yesterday. What's the new chapter, bro? Educate us. Now I'm curious. What's good? Let's see, Oliver. Hopefully Oliver says yes, because it's gonna be a long ride. We're gonna get to know him real deep, intimately. Love chapter. Oh yeah, how can I forget the love chapter? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dying, bro.
So now what we can do is something super cool. Use the blindness
I'm famous? I'll take it. Thanks, bro.
Shed light on our own lives. And when
Yo, we had like 62 people earlier.
Same thing.
Shanae.
Here is you, and here is
He's already famous.
And if you see
I'm famous, baby.
Here, instead of seeing the problem over here, because we as humans,
hey, I'll take it. Thank you, everyone.
In two places, we tend to look
You're
at
so
just
sweet.
one problem, right? Oh yeah, it's not you, it's me, or I'm the problem in the relationship, or you're the problem in the relationship.
That's good.
Shared responsibility is scary and way more complicated. So what this does
joking.
is when we see things over here, we do not see what is in here, and then we can't take corrective action. So instead, what we want to do, and this is what's revolutionary
Very
in my
sweet.
patients, is when I help them see that you are actually totally fine as a human being.
I'm joking.
It is this behavior that you need to change. And what I tend to find
Yo,
with my
guys,
patients is when they
you know what's
start
crazy?
to realize this.
Yesterday's
not only
live
do they
stream
feel
got
better,
me like
right?
a lot
Because now I'm
of
not in POS over here,
here,
and they
let
can
me
take
analyze it. If you look at YouTube Studio, no, I'm not ashamed, bro. I'm not alone. I'm with you guys. I'm like, that's like the opposite of, how can you be lonely when you have Rohan in your life? Dude is 100% consistent, man. That means I'm never alone. Right. So, yesterday's live stream got, the one that I did with you guys got 1,000 views. Well, if you combine both different live streams. Yeah. So 579 views and 595 views. That's pretty solid, honestly. Rohan Shanae. You know about Shanae? Was he there for Shanae? Were you there for Shanae? Yo, you have to tell us something about Dubai that we don't know. Shanae, baby. Yep. All about the Shanae life. I got a whole new bag. Wow, it's busy today in Princeton. What's going on? Always something new going on in Princeton. Go good. Move on from shit. Arpa's like, nah, bro, she's not into you. Oh my god.
Corrective action. And this is what taking responsibility means. So you can take corrective action, and then as these problems start getting better, their relationships start improving, their performance starts improving, everything gets better.
Guys, good.
They feel better because they don't feel like a POS, because they recognize that the problem is outside of myself.
Yo, that's hilarious. That's a lot of dollars, bro.
So how do we go about doing that? So literally, what I want y'all to do,
so funny.
is to anytime you take something,
whoa, so pretty.
I want you to try to remove yourself from the equation. So try to practice a little bit of empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes.
Yeah, I'm almost there. 3 minutes until the next passenger.
Look at what they see.
Let's see what Oliver is all about.
What we want to do is try to focus on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man.
Take things personally. That is going to result in, once again, certain manifestations. So what are the manifestations?
He said, I love car, but standard car.
Is it that what are the manifestations of being a POS?
Lambo.
And as you examine the manifestations, you're going to start to discover things.
Yeah, yo, Dubai probably got some crazy cars, I'm guessing.
The important step is once you start to isolate these things.
Nah, man, I'm just a normal dude, man. I ain't rich like people in Dubai. Not yet, at least.
Right? What if I'm wrong about, let's say,
oh, I see, I see. I guess everywhere has people of different wealth.
They text me and I don't text them back. And then
we're almost here. 2 minutes. Let's check this out. You can hear. Let's see if you can see beautiful Princeton. I'll show you guys how nice Princeton is. A lot of greenery, a lot of cool buildings.
Turn left on Nassau Street.
It's summer vacation now for Princeton though, so probably not as crowded as it normally is. Mustang. Oh, Mustang. Hey, Mustang's cool, man. You gotta own what you.
Message from Oliver at
I have a vibe. Okay. I'll just say almost there. Oh. Man. Okay. You have a real car. Toy car. Oh, that's funny, dude. He said, oh, Princeton's actually pretty still crowded considering it's the summer vacation. I guess there's still a lot of people out.
Just ahead, turn right on Palmer Square East.
Okay, I'm here. Oh, one more. I don't like Range Rover. Nah, not a fan of Range Rover. Alright, guys. Let's see, 1 minute until Oliver, the moment of truth. Bro. Let's go. Alright.
Palmer Square East. Then pick up Oliver on the left.
Oh, yeah. That's annoying. I guess the service is kind of whack.
Head to your drop off at 305 East.
Hello.
Street.
How are you? Hey. Yeah, right.
That's right by the UN, close to the.
Oh, okay. Check. Oh, it's attached. Okay. Nice.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Do you want a coffee or anything?
I'm good. Yeah. So this is gonna be pretty questions. Like I interview them. Of a long drive. If you get after a while, you know, you can just be like, all right, I think I'm good. But it's always fun, and then
And you drive this car. You don't like let it drive itself, right?
yeah, I drive, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're not a fan of the auto?
I was like, oh yeah, no, not at all.
So
Not this life.
you know what's funny? It actually drives more more safe than how I drive, I would say, because it doesn't like speed, you know.
Turn
Whereas
right
like
on Goldfish Street.
you know, I think
Then
most
turn
of us
right
do
on
a lot
Witherspoon
like
Street.
do faster than the speed limit, you know. I have a mic as well.
A what?
Turn
A-
right
a
on
mic?
Witherspoon Street.
Oh, really?
Then turn
Yeah.
left on Spring Street.
You don't really need
Oh, you don't need it. But yeah. So what brings you out to? Are you heading back home? Or?
heading. Yeah, we were out here for Lawrenceville reunions.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I actually used to live like right by where I'm dropping you off.
Really?
Yeah,
Just ahead, turn right
on
Adventure Avenue.
39th between Lex and 3rd.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, it's a few blocks away,
I
but
grew up on the 82nd, York and East End.
oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Turn right on Adventure Avenue.
That's nice. So you live in New York City now?
No, I live in Vegas now.
Oh, so you're just visiting for the reunion?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, Vegas is fun. There's so many conferences.
Yeah.
I feel like so many conventions there.
You're right on with that.
Yeah, I feel like every year I go to at least one conference in Vegas. It seems like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
what do
ahead,
you
turn
do
right
outside
on
of
Moore
driving?
Street.
So I have like an IT consulting company that does like digital transformation.
Turn
And
right
then
on Moore Street.
most of my life
Turn left
I
on
worked for
Nassau
like
Street.
big tech companies like LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
I worked for Fortune magazine, Udemy, which is like a publicly traded tech company. A lot of tech startups mostly.
Turn left on Nassau Street.
Yeah. Rohan says hello. Hello. Yeah. So do you like living in Vegas?
You know, it's good for a hospitality business, which I'm in.
Okay.
And it's like living in a suburb. It's
Oh, okay. So you're not like right on the strip or anything.
No.
Yeah. That's probably more sustainable.
a fraction more.
Yeah, I mean Vegas is still Vegas, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
It's pretty unique.
Yeah. I have some friends that moved to Vegas. One from LA and then one from they used to like live in Connecticut, and then they did like the RV life thing where they just like drive around the world and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And then now they like settled in Vegas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of Californians are moving to Vegas.
Yeah, I wonder, is it because California is just so expensive?
I would say that's probably the prime reason.
Yeah.
Real estate is still reasonable.
Right, but I heard it's going up a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, because my uncle bought a place there and his property values like went up a lot actually. But then again, he's been in Vegas for like a really long time, so maybe some of it's just inflation. But I think his property like tripled in value.
Yeah, I'd say in the last 5 years things have quietly doubled probably.
Wow, that's pretty insane actually. And because of taxes too, right? It's like less taxes.
Yeah.
I think that's why one of my friends was going to move to Vegas, but he ended up not because he found love, I guess, here in Connecticut.
So why do you do the live stream stuff?
I think it's interesting meeting people. I'm doing this thing called the 1000 Strangers Journey. So I was making like a lot of money in tech sales. And I noticed like every time I was like making more money, I thought that would make me happier, right? Because like most immigrant families, like I grew up like pretty poor, and like my mom does nails. I was just like, man, like I should be happy. Like ironic, right? Because like a lot of the stuff I'm doing is like streaming on. Oh yeah, it's like oh you found it. Yeah, it's like kind of far back there. And yeah, that's why I started doing this, because I wanted to just like meet interesting people. And I mean, this is definitely like a longer than typical ride, but I always find that you can learn something from everyone. So that's one of the reasons why I'm passionate about this. Yeah, and it's cool. You do meet like a lot of interesting people. Like I learn a lot about other countries, because like Rohan, who's like watching, he lives in India, and actually a lot of the like this one guy who's watching right now, he lives in Dubai. So sometimes it's interesting. Like they'll just kind of teach me stuff about like, hey, like this is what it's like, or yeah. So you do end up building like a pretty solid, loyal group of people that will like consistently show up, and you kind of like get to know each other a bit better. So that's always nice.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's different.
I'm first generation also in this country, so it's interesting to me. You know, parents are immigrants.
Yeah.
I always, if I have a choice, I'd always hire someone who has parents who are. You know,
Yeah, the hustle, right?
they work harder.
Arfa, of course. Arfa, she's like, hey, don't forget about me. So Arfa is here. She's from West Bengal, and then oh, they have a question for you, Rohan. Shoot. Sometimes it's like the most out of left field questions. You're just like, wait, what? But he's funny. He's like kind of the comedian of the group. So you know how like there's like some people that are always joking. He's like one of those guys who's like just always joking. Because unfortunately, I think his father passed away, so that kind of like, you know, that kind of made him sad. So I think he does look to like just connect with other people, and yeah, but he's always he's a pretty consistent reviewer. But yeah. Is the temperature okay? Do you want me to turn up the AC or?
A little bit if you can.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, sometimes it's like weird. Sometimes it just. Oh, there you go. I have to press. That's probably better now. He said, you're very positive. What are some tips for being more positive?
I think you have to be.
Are you okay with it? All right.
Yeah, you have to.
If you can clip it, it's probably easier.
You have to reaffirm gratitude. Just tell yourself, your body, your cells, all this. So you just count your blessings every day, as many times as you can.
Aw.
Say you're grateful for whatever
Yeah.
it is, and it's an amazing mindset reset.
Aw. Were you?
In a quarter-mile.
Yes, I think gratitude is like such a powerful practice. Were you always grateful, or was this more recently?
More recent.
Oh, okay. Was there like a moment, like something happened?
No, just trying to sort of keep focusing on all the positive.
Yeah.
And it's makes
Keep
life
right
a lot
onto
easier.
Raymond's Road.
It's probably the simplest thing I've ever done that
Yeah.
is profound.
It's simple, and yet, I mean, I'm sure there's some days where you're like, ooh, like that definitely tested my, my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder why. All right, let me try this temperature thing. There you go. Be better now. That's.
Just such perfect weather. The air is so nice.
I know, it's so nice out.
It's annoying you. Sorry, I just love the fresh air.
Yeah, no, dude,
And when you go
this
so fast you can't.
this weather is like perfect. It's really like 73. For me, I think like 70 is like the perfect temperature. Maybe 68, 69. Oh no, there's a squirrel. Okay, thank God. That squirrel, I'm like, oh no, I hope the squirrel doesn't run back. Yeah. I think life, I agree. I think when I was younger, I was like very, not negative, but I was always dwelling on the past. And I think because I'm very fortunate to be able to like travel the world and do all these amazing things, buy a house, like be married, like I feel very grateful. But I would say when I was younger, I was like, I had a lot of like angst, like a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. But I think gratitude helped me be able to like just have perspective. life is a gift, you know, and every day we're alive, it's like truly a blessing. Oh, he said you smile very nicely and talk calmly. How much time did it take to learn this art? Oh, that's an interesting question.
I think the disposition was always there. I always smiled.
Yeah.
But I think you have to sort of be in a state of mind to understand how lucky you are. As you said, it is a gift. So, just really count your blessings every day, every hour if you can. If you have a moment to think, just count your blessings. It's really simple.
Oh, so one of my good friends, he always asks this question, which I love. He says, what's something small that you're grateful for? And what's something that you were grateful for yesterday? And then he said, what is something that you're grateful for in the future that you're looking forward to?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm always like, oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I think just very lucky to be in a profession that I'm good at. Lucky that I have a family. Lucky to continue traveling and experiencing new things.
Oh. Yeah. He asked, do you play chess?
Not really.
What about politics? Do you follow politics or not really?
Not really. I've never been a fan of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And our country now is such
It's,
a broken state that I don't even want to come.
Yeah, it really, there's so much divide, right? It's kind of sad. Yeah. That's beautiful. Kids?
Yes.
Aw. Are you proud of them?
Very.
Aw. Yeah, kids. So in going up to 1,000 random strangers, like mostly in New York City is where I do, like Bryant Park area is where I do most of it. I always ask people, what is the happiest moment of your life? And 9 out of 10 times people will always say it's their kids, like something that has to do with their kids. Typically it's the day that their child was born. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Do you have kids yet?
Not yet. We're my wife, like, she grew up in Princeton, so I mean, yeah, you get it. So like West Windsor, like, so she's used to kind of like, you know, I would say like a different standard of living, whereas like I grew up super poor, right? So she thinks that we need to have a lot of money to be able to like be good parents. So she's very adamant about that, you know, but I'm like, we'll figure it out, you know, like, that's life.
Yes.
It's never gonna be perfect.
Nope. It isn't.
But I see where she's coming from too. Like, she just wants us to be in a more stable. In sort of my soul searching the last few years, I kind of I've been jumping around from job to job, and now I have my own business, so there's just a lot less stability, where she's used to me making like a lot of money back when I was doing pretty well in corporate. So I think that's part of it as well, right? Because we got used to like a certain standard of living, a certain lifestyle. And now that we don't have that, I think she's just like, you know, let's get back to like, you know, some sort of like consistency when it comes to like reoccurring revenue. But I'm in sales, right? So it's like, I don't know, I feel like that's just the nature of the beast when you're in like business development. It's just like certain months are going to be a lot better, and certain months aren't going to be as good. But yeah, I hope we have kids soon though, because I'm looking forward to it. And a lot of my friends, they say it's like the best. It's the best thing. Becoming a father is like the best thing that's ever happened to them. Oh, hey Priyanka. I'm from New Jersey. He's from Vegas. Yeah, so he's from Las Vegas, which is what we would say 5.5 hours plane ride from here.
Probably, yeah.
Aw. He said, "You're going to be a great leader. Trust me." That's nice. So when you say you're in hospitality, do you own restaurants or more of the hotel business?
I do that. I do restaurants and I do consulting and development stuff.
Oh, I see. Oh, they said this. Priyanka said, "I'm from India, sir." Nice to meet you. Okay, consulting. Is any of the restaurants I would know? Probably.
I don't know how deep you are in the restaurant world or what chefs you know.
I don't know the chefs by name, but there's a really good restaurant that I really enjoy it's off the beaten path a little bit, but it's Something's Kitchen. And it's like, I want to see what's that part. It's kind of more like the downtown area. Oh man, that's gonna bother me until I look it up later. Yeah, but I like I guess I do more of the mainstream stuff. I would say, like I've been to like Nobu, and I go to Javier's. We usually stay at Aria when we.
Yeah, Javier's is great there.
Yeah.
I just did the food hall upstairs at Aria.
Oh, cool. What's that? Oh, okay, the one that has what's that pizza place called?
Pizza Yoki?
Yeah.
With Steve, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so you did the food hall?
I did that food hall, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Steve Aoki. I read his biography. He's an interesting dude, huh?
He's a really cool guy. Great guy.
Do you know him personally like that? Ah, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like Vegas certainly attracts like a certain type of personality, right? It's like kind of more like contrarian, I guess, is like a way of saying it.
He's just a great guy. You know, his dad founded Benihana. Right?
Yeah. I know, and his oh yeah, they have a bunch of restaurants. What's his name?
His brother has a couple, yeah.
Yeah, because I went to what's that place called? Resorts World. And I remember they had like a restaurant there.
I have a restaurant there too called Viva, a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay. What's it called?
Viva.
Wait, did we go there?
By Ray Garcia.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
He's out of LA.
Yeah. Dude, the food in Vegas is amazing.
I did that food hall too at Resorts World.
Oh, that one, dude! I love that food hall.
It's pretty cool.
It's so cool. I remember going there and I was like so happy. I was like, whoa, there's so much Asian influence here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, they asked, do you know Pavan Star Shop? Pavan Star Shop? I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what that is. Or what that is.
Rohan, you have to provide context. What is that? That's so random, bro. What advice would you give to your 36-year-old self? Oh, I see.
Just remember, life is a very small circle of things, and it always intersects with other people. Just remember that. You'll be working with that person, hiring that person. Again, at some point in your career, so just be a little kinder. You don't have to prove that you're the best at anything. It helps. The younger version was definitely, cared more about the little shit. And the older, real now me doesn't care so much about the little stuff.
Yeah, I think we're so focused on pleasing others or like saving face sometimes that it sounds like sometimes we compromise our values, right, to try to fit in or try to make others happy, but sometimes we do it at our expense, like at our own expense, right? Whether that's like trying too hard or something like that. Oh, he said that it's a shop. It's a show where old things are found, and it's. I guess the TV show runs in India, but the shop is in Vegas. Ah, I see. That's funny. That's good. What advice do you have for parents being a new parent? I guess a lot of my friends are finally starting. Like a lot of them have started having kids in the last 2-3 years, I would say.
Just enjoying it. They grow up so fast. Even though it may seem like it's hard. It's really lucky when they're young.
Yeah. How old are your kids now?
They're all teenagers.
Yeah, I heard I heard the first couple of years are rough, or can be difficult. And teenagers, I feel like they go through a lot of they go through like a rebellion stage, right?
Yeah.
But that's part of life, right? That's part of becoming an adult. You kind of have to like forge your own path, it seems like.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like parents, it's tough being a parent, right? Because I feel like, at least for a lot of my friends, and maybe I'm attracting like folks that didn't have the best relationships with their parents, but I feel like we're always the hardest on our parents, right? Like in terms of giving them grace. Well, I would argue we're hardest with ourselves, and then the second hardest is with our parents, it seems like.
That's kind of natural in children, right?
Yeah. Because there's just so much history, and there's just so much like, anytime there's like, you're spending a lot of time with anyone, there's just like a lot of emotions behind it, right?
It's easy to be critical too.
Yeah. But I think we're probably the most critical with ourselves, right? That's what it seems like from me interacting with so many people all the time. That's what I've noticed.
Can you cool it just a degree or two?
Cold it?
Yeah, make it a little cold.
Oh yeah. There you go.
I guess I can take off my jacket.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not. You're right. It does seem like it's not as strong as it. Okay, there you go. With the back. Okay. There you go. So one of the questions I always ask is the first question is, the next random person I drive, what should I ask them?
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
That's a good one. Funny enough, that was when I was in London like a month ago. That was someone else said that too when I asked them that question. So what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
White coffee.
Oh, nice. That's my dad's favorite. When I was young, he used to get like a whole quart of the Haagen-Dazs coffee and like literally just kill it by himself. It's like once a month he would do that, and we'd just be like, dude, that's a lot. Yeah. That's funny.
That was his guilty pleasure.
Yeah, we all have one, right? I love my favorite ice cream is have you been to Morgenstern's in it's like the Soho area?
In 2 miles,
Rings a
keep
bell.
right toward
Yeah, it's like I would say it's like a pretty famous ice cream spot.
Yeah.
The best flavor is one called raw milk. So good. It almost has like a tingly like feeling kind of. It's like yeah, very rich, very creamy. This is another question I ask everyone, which is, what's a question that no one has ever asked you that you want people to ask you?
Good question. I don't even know the answer to that.
No, never thought of it.
So in all the years of driving or with Ubers and stuff, I've never seen a 5.0 rating. Do you think you have a 5 rating because of this?
Oh, yeah. I've been pretty. I mean, it's funny you mentioned hospitality. So, I started my first hospitality job. I was a server at a steakhouse, like in kind of close by. Oh yeah, you're from this area, Monroe. There's like a place called like the Yogi's All American, which is in the Crown Plaza Hotel. And I realized like I was like, oh, like I'm really good at waitering because I would get like really good tips, right? Because I was just like always curious and I was always like super attentive. Because I would say like I'm naturally like a very sensitive, empathetic person. So I try to be like pretty friendly, you know. But yeah, I'm very proud. Like on Lyft, I've done. This is Uber, right? Yeah. So Uber is like a relatively newer, but on Lyft, I've done like maybe like 300 drives, and yeah, I have like a 5.0. So I'm like, oh, that's really good. Like I'll take it.
I've never seen.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't take Lyft as much, but you're right. Like it's rare. I don't really see too much of that as well. But I think being a server, I feel like you're very like attentive, right? You kind of try to be super friendly. And it was funny. I would always, it was always like the moms that I would always like, you know. It's funny because it's always like the same joke, and I'd be like, oh, like, is this your sister? But it was like, obviously it was like the mom, right? But I always say that to the daughter, and the moms would like get such a crack out of that, but that always worked. Like they would always love that joke, and they would be like, oh my god, you're making me blush, and I was like, oh man, it's so funny. yeah. But I was just like things like that I guess like kind of helped me realize like I'm like, oh okay, like I feel like I just love meeting people.
What does your wife think of the streaming?
Oh dude,
strangers.
she's literally the opposite. She like, I wouldn't say hates people, but she just like is a very private person, and she's yeah, I hate to stereotype like Asians, but like she's like more of like what Americans would stereotype like Chinese people, right? Which is like, you know, like very proper, like do business, do the right thing, and then they're Christian as well, so like very by the book. Whereas I'm like the opposite. Like I'm like, when she met me, I was like, you know, going to EDC Vegas, dropping Molly every weekend, like just like hanging out with the wrong crowd, you know. Like the typical people that would be going to Vegas and like going to all these pool parties and stuff like that. Like that was like my crowd. So she thinks that I'm sure what I'm doing is weird, but sometimes she watches and she's like, oh, that was really cool. Like, you know, you drive around interesting people. But she makes it like known that like, hey, I don't think you're interesting. I think you drive interesting people. So yeah, she finds it kind of weird, but she's kind of like, like he's gonna do his thing, you know, nothing I can do about it. Oh, Anikit's here. We have a regular. So Anikit just got his he's getting his chartered accountant license. So they're in summer break right now. They have like 1 month of summer break in India. So they're about to go to school, like June 9th, I think, is when they go back to school. So he just graduated. I think he's like 18, and Arfa's like 17. So she said she's just enjoying the last week of her summer vacation. So they said, "What's up, dude? What's up, Aniket? How's everything?" They said, "Hope all is well." So what are you doing in the UN? Are you visiting some friends?
Catching up with my parents.
Aw. So they moved to New York City?
Yeah, they kind of always been in and around New York, so.
Yeah. It's a good place. I feel like New York has a lot of diversity, a lot of stuff to do. That's nice. Hopefully they're healthy and well.
You know, they're aging.
Yeah. That's life, I guess. Yeah. That's good that you're making time to see them.
Yep.
I know it's harder. The older we get, I feel like sometimes it's harder, right? Oh wow, he said he still has 4 to 5 years left. I guess it's a pretty long program. He said, "I'm in the first stage of the chartered accountancy course, 4 to 5 years." They said, "Gentlemen, would you like to have a beer with me?" It's funny.
Yes. So I'm coming down to the city. I'd love to see you if you're around later. Are you around? Okay. I'll be there at 11. I'll be with my parents till about 1. So I don't know if you're around. I'd love to see you. I know we're short. Okay.
Thanks, bro. Cheers to that.
No problem. But I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call later. Okay.
Very thirsty. Always thirsty, bro.
Yes. Everything's. Oh, it's great. It's good to catch up with my friends. Okay. Here's
Wow. Ooh, I got a good question for you. You seem like a really nice person. I would say I'm also like very similar. Like I think I'm too nice sometimes. How do you set boundaries? How do you know if someone's like actually taking advantage of your kindness? And how do you like stop people pleasing?
I'm probably not that kind and generous. And, I don't. I'm probably kind and generous to people I know, not to strangers.
I see. Okay. So you actually you do set those boundaries. It sounds like.
Even though I've been extroverted business as I age, I think I'm actually more introverted. Like normally I'd be very quiet in the back seat. Enjoy looking out the window.
I see. Oh, so sorry if I'm kind of overdoing it, but
It's all good. You have an interesting demeanor.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
No, I mean, dude, you seem like you.
Positivity.
I'm sure you live a pretty interesting life. I mean,
I'm a very lucky guy.
no, you know, here's another weird question. How much of it is actually luck, and how much it is like you make your own luck, right? Which is like you putting in the sweat, elbow grease, like sweat equity, and like, you know, like just putting positive intentions out there, right?
I think you're lucky to make it to birth in the universe, and then after that, you know, there's some luck, but at some stage you do have to work and you learn it and you create it, and opportunities present themselves because of all that work, and good disposition, and expertise, and elbow grease. So it's a combination of things.
I love that. I mean, it's amazing. It's inspiring when you meet people like yourself who's just like, you're just very humble, you know. And I think not everyone. I don't think average person is like that, right? Would you agree?
I think you're right.
But hey, man, there's a reason why God and the universe, whatever you believe in, like blesses people like you, because at the end of the day, we can choose to focus on the negativity and the divide, and not to discount that there's none of that, right? But it's just a matter of choice, and clearly you're choosing gratitude versus choosing divide or judgment or comparison or criticism and things like that, right? And you're not perfect, I'm sure, but it does feel like you're actively choosing this on a regular basis.
Yes.
That's good. Well, okay, this is an interesting one. What is a lesson you learned from your parents? Maybe one from your mom and one from your dad.
I think hard work is the only option. I think you can be replaced in a nanoseconds and never be too arrogant about your skill set, who you are, what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think detailed was the skill I learned. I think you get it into an age where you don't need to be so hypercritical. Or at least you don't have the voice to prove anything. You transition into sort of more of a high-fiving cheerleader role. You might see all the same things, but no need to mention them.
Huh. Okay, that's very valuable lessons. Wow. Huh. Okay, so Rohan asks, hard work or smart work?
Hard work. You younger guys are all into smart work.
You said you need a little bit of both, right?
You need a lot of hard work.
That's a fact, yeah. I mean, I grew up like, you know, working 80 hours a week, so I would say I'm definitely a different breed, but yes, I do think the average millennial or the average Gen Z does not understand the value of hard work, but I mean, I've washed dishes for a living, so I definitely understand hard work, you know?
Yeah.
But that's not everyone, like, to your point. I think most people, especially the younger generation, they're just like, hey, I need to be as efficient as possible. So that means I'm gonna work 20 hours, and then the other 20 hours of my 40 hours, I'm just gonna like chill out and like watch Netflix and YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah. No, that's a good point. I think hard work is I mean, I hate to generalize, but I think it also depends on like I feel like when you grow up poor, you kind of don't have a choice. Like, you have to work hard, right? Like, you don't necessarily, unless you're lucky you find a mentor. It's gonna be hard for you to get like really good opportunities without hard work, right? And then once you make it past a certain part, yes, like you can, but you still need hard work if you want to get to the highest echelons of success, I feel like. He said even a donkey works hard, but we should do the smart work and hard work. That's a funny comment.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
If you can do smart work, do it. But
yeah.
you really need to do hard work to figure out what smart work is. You won't know what hard work is if you just do smart work.
Right, I see.
And hard work is the foundation. Smart work is building
Yeah.
the rest of the house.
Yeah, that reminds me, are you familiar with like the Will Smith quote? What his dad taught him? So Will Smith always tells a story about, he's like, oh, I'm not smart, like at all, really. But he said, but my father, he's like, I remember when we were younger, we would literally hand by hand have to like create like a brick house. I forget, they were must have been building a garage or a shed or something, I don't know. But his dad like taught him, like every day they would just take brick by brick and like build that foundation. And he'd be like 8 years old or something like that, and he'd be like crying, like, Dad, like, why are we doing this, you know? And he said what I learned from that was like, there's no substitute for hard work. Like it's really the foundation, and you know, to build a home off of. And he was like, that lesson always stuck with me. So he's like, that's what's led me to have, you know, some sort of success in my life. Because he's like, when I start something, like I have to finish it. I'm never going to quit, you know. And he's like, my dad taught me that at a really young age, and he said that's why I feel like I've been very successful, because I just like probably have like one of the best work ethics out of every human being. I was like, yeah, that's a really good lesson. He said, okay, you are right. Rohan, you're hilarious, bro.
That's one opinion. Don't know if I'm right. That's what's worked for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I when I read Steve Aoki's biography, because you know how like on the outside he's, you know, his persona is like this party animal, but he's actually like a very like intelligent, very sensitive guy, right? Like very emotionally aware guy.
He's a really nice human, like head-scratchingly cool and nice and genuine.
Yeah.
A really good-looking guy. Like,
So did you ever meet Rocky?
no. Actually, I take it back. I have met his mother.
Oh,
I
really?
have met his mother somewhere. I met him somewhere.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, man, his dad was like a rock star, right? I heard he's lived a crazy life. His dad was
His dad's passed.
yeah. I think
Is his brother Rocky? Or is that, are you talking about his dad?
Oh, I thought his dad was Rocky.
Okay, no, I never met his dad, but I met his brother.
Oh, okay, cool. What's his brother like?
Really nice. Chill.
It's like a lot of these celebrities, like you kind of have to be a nice person to make it that far. Usually, like generally speaking, right? Like I feel like it's hard to be an asshole and like make it to the highest levels of fame, right? Like I don't know. So I do think sometimes they do have a bad rep, like some of these celebrities, but it's like most of them are actually good people. I think it's like the positive energy that they portray. That's why they're so successful, right? Because people like. He said, "What I've experienced, hard work does not work in the stock market." Yeah, I guess that's some very specific skills. So he's an options trader. That's why. So he trades. Rohan, do you trade mostly in the Indian market, or do you also trade in the U.S., like other markets as well?
I don't want to show you while we're driving, but I will. There's being Steve.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. So you guys like actually hang out still, or is it just for that one project?
We're working on a project right now.
Ooh, is it top secret?
Top secret.
Dude, that's sick,
Lots
man.
of papers that say I can't discuss it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, man, I mean, you did something right with the Resorts World. Like that place is beautiful, man. I'm a huge foodie. And when I was there, I was like shocked, like my jaw dropped. I'm like, dude, this is beautiful. Like the design, the intentionality, like, I was in heaven, man. I was like, I could live here. Like, just live in this food court and I'd be happy.
That's so cool that you appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you guys put a lot of work into it, right? I mean, it takes an army, and people sometimes take it for granted, but there's a lot of thought and intentionality, design.
My buddy designed it. He's out of New York. Actually, I had them hire him to do it. So it's funny
cool.
that you really appreciate it. And the chairman, the owner of the building, had a strong opinion. He wanted to be, a lot like Singapore and Asia.
Oh, that's
Much
why.
more.
Like a hawker's market type.
Exactly.
Whoa, that's why. Okay.
Where in Asia is your family from?
So my mom and my grandma had a restaurant, like a stall in Saigon, like Ho Chi Minh City.
I was going to guess you're Vietnamese.
Oh really? You can tell?
I just was in Saigon.
No way. How was it?
Amazing. And then
So that's where my dad's from.
wow.
Yeah, that's where he grew up, and his more his parents. But they were refugees, so they came over to the U.S. Since the 80s. But my dad wants to retire there actually, so I think he's probably gonna.
It's beautiful, and the cost of living, the food is so delicious.
Yeah, I think that's why he wants to go, because like the cost of living and just the quality of life, I'm sure,
Yeah.
more peaceful.
Yeah, it's great. I really like it.
Rohan said, "You're a very smart gentleman." Thanks, Rohan.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. So it looks like we're taking the G-Dub. Okay. No, the Lincoln, right?
Half-mile keep
Lincoln.
left to stay on New Jersey Turnpike north toward I-95 Washington Branch using the left lane.
Yeah. One of my clients, I had a client that does like interior design, called like Interior Marketing Group. So that was cool. So they used to do like a lot. And then I had another one called Elite Studios, based in Long Island, that did like the food halls. That they designed food halls.
Keep left to stay on New Jersey
And
Turnpike
yeah, I was like, oh,
95
like what are the chances? And but they did like more, I would say more like corporate food halls. Yeah, so more for like corporations, but they did some but yeah, I thought that was interesting. So alright, so you met some pretty interesting people. Who are some other interesting people? What is someone that you met that is totally different? Seems like you hang out with like interesting people, a lot different than the persona that they portray in the public. Like, I guess
Lots of celebrities and stars. I don't know. I think sometimes they're just not as nice as you think they should be.
oh, so the opposite.
Opposite.
Oh, interesting. But do you think it's because they're jaded because of paparazzi and stuff like that?
It could be. Maybe actors aren't all that interesting after all. Or,
Like never meet your heroes type of thing.
yeah, it could be that.
Huh. That's interesting. Rohan says America needs visionary people like this who are always happy. I think he's talking about you. Interesting. That's it.
Well, I'm lucky to travel the world, so I have much more perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to India, I've been to Mumbai, I've been to Marveleshwan.
Yeah.
I get to enjoy lots of cultures.
That's
different
awesome.
people. So, and
Yeah.
because I'm first generation American, it explains things differently.
Yeah, like you said, just being born in America, we have like the genetic lottery. It's that we have a bit more influence because America, because a lot of countries do speak English, and we just have a a little like more opportunity, like entrepreneurial wise, right, than most countries, right? It seems like. Yeah, I think my mom, when I was younger, my mom would drill it in. She's like, "Oh, you have no idea how lucky you are." She's like, "I'm buying you shoes like a new shoe every year." She's like, "This would never happen in Vietnam." And then when I was younger, I used to be like so annoyed. I'd be like, "Mom, like, dude, like, stop talking about that. Like, it's like I'm sorry I'm born in America. Like, what do you want me to say? You know?" But I think she was just trying to prove a point. Like, just be grateful, you know. But as a kid, like, you know, when you're like 5 years old, you're not really thinking, "Oh, I need to be grateful." But obviously now I'm grateful. But when I was younger, I'd be like, "Mom, like, you're so annoying. Like, stop talking about that." But it's because, you know, she grew up where like literally like they wear the same shoe for like their whole life, right? So it's like, yeah. But growing up, I was like, ugh, stop talking about that. It's so annoying. So what's one of your favorite places to travel that you didn't expect that you would enjoy so much?
I don't think there's any place I don't enjoy traveling to.
Aw. Like you just feel genuine gratitude when you travel?
Yeah, just get to see different culture, different food, different smells, different languages, different voices, different designs, everything.
And I'm sure it gives you ideas too, right? When you travel somewhere new, you're like, oh, like
For sure.
that's like inspiration.
For sure.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. When I travel, like I think that's when I'm the most grateful. Like how many kilometers? Oh, I'm driving to New York City, that's why. Rohan's like, how many kilometers have you driven so far? Yeah, I think when I travel, especially to like when I'm in, I guess, less affluent countries, I'm always, man, I'm so grateful that I have running water, I have like a hot shower, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, like these things I take for granted, it's like, it's not always everywhere.
Jersey 3 Secaucus.
Something's kitchen. Sophie's Kitchen, I think that's what it's called. Oh, dude, it's so good, and it's so affordable too. That's the best part. Yeah, because I used to work at Yelp, so you know Yelp's definitely, I feel like, a big foodie culture. What are your thoughts on Yelp?
You know, I think it gives, some people who might not have a voice.
Yeah.
Those people sometimes are not always very grateful or kind.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the kid in high school who no one liked, and now they have a voice. They can hurt businesses.
Yeah, but they can also help businesses too, though, right? It's like a double-edged sword. Yeah. Do you watch TV sometimes? Have you ever watched a show called Drops of God?
No.
It's interesting. It's a show, the premise of it is there's a guy who's like a super wealthy, but he grew up very modest, but he started like a wine guide that's supposed to be like kind of like a Michelin guide, I guess. And they were saying just what you're saying, where he's like, hey, like he sells like 100 million copies of his wine guide every year. And he said if he really doesn't like a winery, he's like, he can make a winery go bankrupt. And then his daughter, I guess he passed away unexpectedly. His daughter is kind of like, might take over the business, like the guide business. But she was like, I don't want to take this road because like I saw like the fear of God in the winemakers eyes when they really wanted my validation, they wanted my approval. And she's like, that's too much responsibility for any one person to have.
Drops like God, huh?
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting.
Sounds like it's Robert Parker.
Oh, is that a person that you know? Oh, you mean it's based on him, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his story?
He just, sort of creates this guide where people all want to get their wines rated.
Oh, that's what. Oh shit, was that supposed to? Oops.
That's my guess.
Yeah, so that's what it's based on. Okay.
Maybe.
Does he have a daughter or does he? Huh. Yeah, in the show it's called Ledger's like guides. But what happened was he has a, well actually if you're gonna watch it, maybe I shouldn't ruin it. You think you'll watch it?
Sure.
Maybe I'll just give you the premise. So like the first scene is there's, I guess he passes away and he has the world's most expensive and most exclusive wine collection because like he's like a very passionate about this. And they do a test, and whoever, him, the daughter, and then this other Japanese guy who's like his spiritual son, I guess kind of like his protege, whoever wins this test, this wine test, to kind of prove that, oh, like, you know, will inherit the 110 million euros worth of wine collection. Like it's like a 55,000 bottles that are like from the rarest winery. And that's like the premise of the show, and like the first scene that you watch. Yeah, it's interesting, right?
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's Apple TV has some good stuff, man. It's like, I'm shocked, but everything I've watched so far on Apple TV, I'm like, wow, this is really, really, really thoughtful. Rohan asks, are you afraid of dying?
Yes.
Yeah. I think everyone is, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets?
In a half-mile, keep left toward New
Oh,
Jersey
really?
3 East using the left 2 lanes.
Okay.
Try
That's
not to
good.
do that.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised. I asked this question to like maybe a couple hundred people. Do you have any regrets? A lot of people said no. Actually, I was surprised. I think the most common regret was like more like
Keep left toward New Jersey 3
people
East.
pleasing tendencies. You know, like more like, oh, I wish I could have. I go after my dreams earlier in life, right? Instead of kind of like pleasing other people. Or divorce, I feel like that's like another one, right? Staying in a marriage for too long was another common regret. Oh man, look how beautiful that is. I love it. I always love this because it's like, yeah, the Jersey side, the skyline's always so pretty. Oh, that's an interesting question. He said, but why, if you're done whatever you had to be do and you're doing it now, is it not wrong to die peacefully? Huh? Wait, what? I don't get it. You know what he's trying to say about it?
No.
He said, basically saying, why are you afraid? Even though you've done so much, essentially. I guess, yeah. I guess he's kind of like, why are you afraid of dying? It's more...
I think it's just a natural thing. You don't want to leave your children, you don't want to leave your spouse,
Yeah.
leave your friends.
Oh, I have a question with regards to marriage. What advice do you have? Like, how long have you been together with your wife?
18 years, I think.
Yeah, so what advice would you have? Because 18 years, you know, like I'm sure it was not always rainbows and butterflies.
No, I think always work on communicating, but I think you probably have no problem with that.
You'd be surprised. I think my avoiding conflict in me had me not communicate with her sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. So you're saying over communicate?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you broach a topic like that both parties are not willing to compromise on?
I usually avoid it, so I'm not saying I have all the answers.
Yeah.
That's the advice.
Yeah. Alright, to be more specific. so I'm very social and she's like not very social. So I think that's the thing that is hard for us to compromise on. And we both really enjoy each other's company. So I don't like I would argue, I mean this is not a good way of saying it, I would say we're codependent. Where like we just really like being around each other, you know? So of course, like I would rather like always be surrounded by tons of people, and she would rather us just like to hang out, just us two. And sometimes it's hard for us to meet in the middle.
I think marriages, successful ones, are a lot of compromises.
Yeah.
So you just have to figure out what that compromise is.
Yeah. But I feel like marriage helps you grow a lot.
Yes.
So you're an entrepreneur, right? Would you classify yourself as an entrepreneur?
Yes.
So what advice would you, because I'm relatively new to entrepreneurship. Well, I did it on the side for like 7 years, and then now this is like first time I'm doing it full time for 6 months. What advice would you give for young or newer entrepreneurs?
I think for me it's been, even if you have one deal or one client, or 2 deals, or 2 clients, it's always important to keep finding the right, keep hunting, always keep hunting for new clients. Because
that's good.
I've had lots of friends who, I've got, we got 3 deals, and all of a sudden they sit back, and they just focus on those 3, which is important to do.
Yeah.
But then a couple things happen, and all of a sudden, all deals and all clients
Eventually.
disappear.
Yeah, eventually,
So
right?
you need to always keep
In a half-mile, keep left onto New Jersey.
Yeah.
focusing other clients and other income streams.
Yeah. I see. And do you...
Here's a good one too.
Ooh.
At one point when I was young in this, I thought, holy cow, I'm making this much a month. These peaks were amazing, right? But I never did the math on the valleys where you don't have income. So yeah, you might have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 great months, but you might also have 4 or 5 big valleys. And
Yeah.
keep in mind, you'd rather have a consistent straight line of incomes than a home run.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And it took me about 10 years to realize I'd rather charge less and have many clients than charge a lot. You own me, and then at the end of the project, which I deliver beautifully, you say, well, thank you, and that's it. And it takes 6 months to figure out what the next big client is. So.
Yeah.
Left onto New Jersey.
That's good advice. Yeah, that's actually very applicable. I would say I'm more of a, I guess my personality tends to be more like really a lot of ups and downs. It could be because I'm diagnosed, I have like ADHD. So yeah, I feel like the highs are really high and the lows are really low, I would say, with my personality, my typical, I guess how I live life. So that's actually very applicable to me. Oh wow. Rohan has another question. He asked, what time do you like it best when you're younger? Now that you're older, when you have a chance to look back, to go back to your childhood, would you do that? Huh.
Very hypothetical. I don't know. Can't really do that. So.
Yeah. I guess another way I'm interpreting is like, which stage of your life did you enjoy the most, or would it be right now?
Probably right now.
Wow. Really? Like this is your favorite like year? You would
taking a little more time to appreciate things.
Yeah.
Where you're young, you don't. I mean, it's fun. You do lots of fun things, but I don't really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like you're like when you're younger, you're always like seeking the next thing, right?
Yeah.
Versus like now, every year you get older, time is limited, so you're able to be more present, more mindful. Sounds like.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I do see what you're saying. I do think now, the older I am, the more perspective I have. Like the more yeah, just more perspective, right? Versus when you're younger, you're like, oh, I can't wait to graduate high school. Oh, I can't wait to graduate college. Oh, I can't wait to get promoted.
It's true.
Yeah. I feel like I've asked you a billion questions. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I find that you're pretty enlightened for a young man. So. It's fun to see what you do with all this energy and fast-moving mind, because ADHD is weird.
Why do you feel like a lot of people that have ADHD?
Yes.
I'm sure in Vegas, yeah. A lot, because people in Vegas tend to be like, I hate to generalize, but people in Vegas tend to be more like living in the spur of the moment, more like spontaneous, right? It seems like sometimes.
Yeah. People usually go to Vegas to escape their reality.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like, oh, maybe I'll just run away from my problems for a week or for 5 days.
72 hours.
Yeah, and then go back to my life. And it's like, oh, never mind, my problems are still there. If anything, only it got magnified when I was in Vegas. What do you think about memories when you're in school and your parents used to make you learn new things? So I guess how I'm interpreting that is, was there anything in school or anything that your parents taught you to make you so open to learning new things?
I think they always said school's not always about learning, it's about having fun too. Maybe I took it too close to heart at some point in my life.
You saying you had too much fun?
Perhaps.
Is that possible? Are you saying at the expense of thinking about the future?
Just like enjoying oneself, partying, being selfish.
I see. Oh, he said I'm like interpreting it from Indian language to or to English. So I think that's why he said like when you read it, it's like a little bit different. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So it's like like being not being selfish, but it's like, well, I guess being selfish is kind of what you're saying, right? Oh, I totally get that. Yeah, my wife would probably say that I'm selfish in the sense that I do things like eating food, or just like I spend money, and then afterwards it's like, oh well, we could have like saved this for something more intentional, you know, like going on vacation together or whatever it is, right? Instead of like, hey, like, did you really have to spend $150 on this meal, you know?
Right.
It's like, yeah. Hey Aniket, welcome back. No, I thank you for that compliment. I do think how I listen to like a lot of like Ram Dass and Wayne Dyer, and there's like a lot of good mentors that have been, and honestly having conversations like this helps, right? Because I am 36, so I would like to learn from people that have more perspective and people that have gone through different experiences, and hopefully be able to learn from, hopefully be able to synthesize all that and actually apply some of it and not just theoreticalize everything. Yeah, we're in a tunnel. Bro, are we on now live? Yep, we're on live. This is live right now. Yeah, we just went through the Lincoln Tunnel, which is how you go from New Jersey to New York. So now I'm in New York City. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Take a
So
side
Tudor
left
City.
turn on Dyer Avenue, then turn
Cool.
right on West 40th Street.
You're still good on time, right? Like we're good?
Perfect.
Or, I think you said 11. So. Okay. Oh, this guy. Yeah. That's such a funny question. He's like, what do you think is the right age to get married? That's so random, bro. You have the craziest questions sometimes, Rohan.
I think people get married when they're ready to get married.
Yeah.
So everyone's different.
Yeah. I got married at 32, which I think was like the perfect age to get married, actually. Cause like I feel like I had to get everything out of my system first, you know. I think so too. Anakin says I think so. I think so too. Alright, we got 17 minutes, so I gotta squeeze every ounce of wisdom out of the rest of the remainder of this drive, so now it's gonna be the hard-hitting questions. I'm just kidding. But he said in India people get married around 26 to 27. Actually, I would say like that's kind of like in America too, right? Well, if you're in a city, then I would say people get married later, but in most areas in the US, I would say that's probably accurate, right? Would you say? Yeah. That's pretty. What age did you get married?
In my 30s.
30s, yeah. he said, Ankit, in the village, people get married at 18. Touche, yeah. That's kind of similar to here. I think if you're in like the super rural areas, people get married super early. Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like you've done a lot of introspection. It sounds like travel was one of those things that helped you kind of get a lot of perspective. Other than traveling, what other things did you do that has helped you like grow a lot, would you say?
I think meditation,
Ooh.
Reiki, energy work.
Oh. Yeah. So even though Reiki is you know, quote unquote, like a little bit, there's less scientific evidence, you feel like you actually viscerally feel the difference?
For sure.
Interesting. So do you also go to a chiropractor?
Yes.
Do you do acupuncture as well?
I have, but I don't say I do it.
Oh, okay. So some of these like things, it's a little bit harder to quantify sometimes, you know, or at least the scientific community claims that it's a little bit harder.
Right.
But it sounds like
They
you,
worked for hundreds and hundreds of years in other civilizations.
I guess America, because the doctors, the medical industry is so lucrative, maybe there's an agenda there, right? Probably.
A theory that many people share.
Yeah. Huh. Have you done ayahuasca?
I haven't. I
Oh.
just had dinner with someone who was talking about it the other day.
Yeah. Would you ever try it?
I don't know. I don't know if I need it.
Yeah. I think when people only do it when they go through some sort of like, I don't know, like a really tough stage in their life. It seems like that's everyone's go-to when it's like, I need to find myself.
Yeah.
Rohan says, I pray to God that you'll always remain healthy. It was nice talking to you. Aw, you're so nice, Rohan. So proper. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Let's enjoy the... I was gonna say... Oh, wow. I miss New York City so much, dude. This is another compromise. Like, my wife's like, hey, like, let's actually own a place. I'm like, all right, I guess we're moving to Jersey.
Yeah.
Whereas it was up to me, I would just stay in the city, you know. A lot more stuff to do.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna pick up a ride and hopefully head out to, like what do you do now?
So actually, because I'm not licensed in New York, I can't do drives in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to go back to Jersey. But driving, yeah, and then when you're on the turnpike, like when you're on the highways, like there's less. I don't know if it's like for safety reasons, that way they don't really pair you as much. But honestly, it's a lot easier to do rides by Princeton. Like it's too crazy up in North Jersey, you know, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of chaos. So usually I'll try to go back to like that area because it's a little bit more peaceful and less madness. But yeah, I mean, you know, part of it is like I just like meeting people as well. So it just gets it feels like you know, I'm sure most people, it's like it drains your battery, but for me, it gives me energy to do stuff like this. Oh yeah, you guys can see.
Just ahead, turn right on
This is
Using
New York City, guys. Let's see.
Here's your mic.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. Nice view. They said nice view. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on.
That's pretty cool. Share that with the world.
Yeah. I do walk around the city a lot. So I do this. I mean, I try to do at least one live streaming a day, but I'm in the city pretty often. Yeah, so they always and then I just like go up to random people. So like when I go to Bryant Park, sometimes I'll talk to like 100 different people. Maybe like half of them will say no, you know, because they're like, they think I'm trying to sell them something or something like that. And then the other half will, and then usually I just ask them 3 questions, which is like, do you have any regrets? what is a question that no one has ever asked you before that you want people to ask about you? And then what question do you want me to ask the next person? And then I'll ask the next person. So that's what I typically do when I do these things. Rose. It's funny. That's funny. I don't want to buy anything, thanks. So like if we Googled your name, are you one of those people that there's a lot of stuff, or
I don't know.
have you ever Googled yourself? This is Times Square, Aniket. We're actually in Times Square. Yeah, this is, yep, Times Square.
Turn left on West 40th Street.
So many skyscrapers. Yup, a lot of skyscrapers here. That's for sure. So when do you fly back home?
This afternoon.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Sure, you're a busy guy. When you travel, like, I'm sure you miss your family a lot, right?
I do, but it's also good to have breaks.
Okay. So you don't, like, when you travel, you feel like it's cool, like your family's not like, oh, when are you coming back? Like, they're, okay.
They're used to me traveling,
Yeah.
and they're teenagers now, so they're too cool for school.
Like, they don't like school, you're saying?
No, they're too cool. They're like, yeah, we didn't miss you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But that's like teenagers are like that.
Yeah.
But then once they get older, they're like, oh man, I kind of
Maybe.
I think so. I think every kid reaches an age where they're like, oh man, I wish I was kind of nicer to my parents, you know? I think we all go through that. The teenage rebellion years, right?
I remember when this is brand new, like 94. We used to like come down and watch movies. It's all brand new Bryant Park.
Oh, they redid it? Like they remodeled
I
it
think
now?
it was like, it was kind of new.
Oh. Yeah, because they said this used to be a reservoir, like back in the day. I love Bryant Park.
It's funny how you mentioned it. We drove by it.
No. Aw. Aniket says I'm always nice to my parents. They're like, he's really close to his parents. And you're 18. That's good, bro. I was like, when I was 18, I was definitely not nice to my parents. Good for you, man. I mean, I know in Indian culture, you know, family is like a really big thing, right? It could be like a Western thing, maybe. He's like in India, parents are treated like God as gods. Damn, that's an interesting choice in words. Yeah, I do think in like India or Asian culture, it's almost like your parents, you definitely kind of almost like demand respect, right? I guess is like the word that I would use. He said, "Yep." He said in India. Oh, she blocked. Guest is considered God. Wait, what do you mean by that? Guests are considered God? What does that mean, Rohan? I'm not sure. Yeah, bro. Interesting. That's. What do you mean, guests? Like you have to treat your guests with respect? Is that what you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by considered God. Like we're all spiritually connected. Provide more context, please. He said guest comes after parents, though. Huh. Interesting. Do you miss like the East Coast sometimes, or do you travel pretty often?
You know, I don't miss it so much. It's much harder lifestyle, I think. I think
Yeah.
cities are for younger people.
Yeah. Like the hustle and the grind, you're saying?
Yeah, the grind is hard.
Yeah.
So expensive.
Dude, it's so expensive here, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like literally living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, he's saying that guests. He's in India. We treat our guests with respect. So that's what I mean by like God. Like it's like a thing, I guess. They're considered serve equal to God, is what they're saying. Huh. That's cool. Whoa, what's going on? Wow. Huh. I wonder what's going on.
Well, they're all Latin. Interesting.
Yeah. You know what I miss about the West Coast? You guys have such better Mexican food compared to here.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of Mexican on the East Coast
Right?
growing up.
No, not really. Even now, I would say there's not as much. There's only like Taco Bell, really. Like Chipotle, but
Yeah.
not as much, not as many options. Go to the beach. Aniket, you're such an 18-year-old. He's like, let's go to the beach and check out some hot chicks. Babe, if you're watching this, that's Aniket. I didn't say that, so, you know. Awesome. Well, it was really nice getting to know you. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm sure people get value from it, whoever's watching it now or afterwards.
Is it recorded?
Yeah. So it's live stream, but they can watch it afterwards.
Really?
Yeah. So how it works is like YouTube will kind of like just keep I would say maybe 20% of it or people will watch it in real time, and then like 80% will watch afterwards usually. But the way the algorithms work is usually like after a week it'll kind of just stop unless it goes viral, which it doesn't typically, and then it will kind of like just taper off, and then most likely people don't usually watch it as much after like a week afterwards. Like that's just how the algorithms work so far based on my experience. They said, what country are you? Oh, we're in New York City right now. Oh my god. They're like, yo, Ankit's probably 40 and he's just looking for young girls. Oh my god. Bro. Anika is 18. I FaceTimed him on Instagram. I can confirm he's actually like an actual 18-year-old. So nice out. Beautiful. He laughed. So, alright, do you like In-N-Out Burger or Shake Shack?
In-N-Out.
Really? You're officially a West Coaster now because of that.
In-N-Out is perfect. Shake Shack's good. In-N-Out's perfect.
Really? Why do you like it so much?
Just a perfect product.
Really? Perfect?
Perfect.
You would say perfect. Wow. Oh man, I really like Shake Shack. I think Shake Shack is amazing.
No, it's really good.
Perfect. Wow. I didn't expect you to say that.
Yeah.
What product would I say is perfect? I think I like more Asian foods. Like I like I mean, that food court that you helped do in Resorts World, I would say that's like perfect,
Yeah, it's good.
That's like, I guess, more of the stuff I enjoy personally. More of like the Asian stuff, Asian fusion stuff. Oh crap. Uh-oh. Is Samantha watching the stream? She watches the stream pretty regularly. I would say she watches 50% of the time. They said that this traffic is nothing compared to India, is what they said. Yeah, I heard India's really bad, from what everyone tells me. Like, the traffic is absolutely insane. I'm sure there's just a lot more people in India too, I think, this is probably the most densely populated area of the States, and I'm sure it's like nothing compared to the big cities of India, crowdedness wise. Oh, we're here almost. Okay.
Drop off Oliver.
Is it on the left or right? Right here. Right here, right?
Oh, your hair's good.
Okay.
Move past it. It's fine.
Oh.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Davidson.
Have a good one. Take care. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Oh, yeah. You got it? Cool. What? Oh, I can do New York stuff? Wait. No. Wait, it's telling me to do shopping. Oh. Wait, why is it telling me to do... Oh. Okay. Every step. You're funny, dude. Okay. Cool. Alright, guys. So, let me see. Oh, crap. Alright, I gotta turn off this because it's telling me. Alright. So, lift. I can't do. Alright, so we're good. Now I'm heading back home. Woo! A little hot. Turn on the AC. So, just dropped off Oliver. Cool dude. Now New York City. I'm gonna turn off this. Head a little bit back home. So by the time I get back, 12. Yeah, probably spend some time with my wife. But that was cool. Let's see how much I made from that. Oh, cool. How many kilometers is it? That was, how many? So 50 times. That was like about 80 kilometers that we just drove. Yeah. Earnings, let's see. That was today. So today. Oh, cool. So $81.55. Princeton. Oh. That was chill. New York City. Oh, so you guys could see that's the Chrysler building. That building on the right. You guys could check. You guys could see that. Oh, so I could do food. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, now I'm going back. 45. Oh, that was like $55. $55.75, which is like not that great, but he was cool though. That was chill, so can't complain. Life's good. Interesting. So far today I made $81.32. Not bad. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. Life is good. But yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful out. But yeah, New York is a little bit crazy. In India, that's too much. What do you mean? Oh, what the hell? The cop? Oh, there's 2 cop cars. That's weird. The cop cars just like passed me. Alright, well. So you can kind of see. Yeah. It's pretty cool, right? Very beautiful. It's gonna be a nice drive. Total earnings, net fare, 3 trips. 7 points. Is that's not that much money in Indian, right? How much? I mean, I'm curious. In India, is that a lot of money or not really? That's Like, would you say the average person earns that much in one day? What would you say, Rohan? I'm curious to get your expert opinion on this. Damn, a lot of traffic though. Oh, it's telling me to turn left here, huh? And then I go down to Holland. Oh, okay. It's telling me to take. Alright. Can I turn here? Let's see. Oh, I can turn here. Cool. Oh man, we're about to pass by my stomping grounds. Good stuff. Oh. What'd you guys think about Oliver? He was an interesting dude, right? Hanging out with Steve Aoki, hanging out with celebrities, but he says a lot of celebrities are mean. So, didn't know that. Well, chill drive. Very chill drive. Alright. Maybe. Let's see what the temperature's like. So nice out. India owns a lot of people, but some people don't. It's like that everywhere. Yeah, that's a good point. Like that everywhere. Big. So 6,760 rupees is like pretty average then, is what I'm hearing. It's like pretty normal. Yeah. I would say that's like definitely below average. Maybe the average person, if I was to guess, how much would the average person make? $300, $400 a day, probably, if I was to guess. A lot of bikers around. So nice out. Weather's perfect. Wind in my hair. Life is good, man. Can't complain. Definitely can't complain. Hmm. I have a friend who works technical support, Copenhagen. Oh, you're saying rupees, right? Oh, cognizant. 600,000 per year. What is that converted to US dollars? Let me see. $600. Oh, okay. To USD. Wait, really? That's it? That's only $7,189. Huh. Oh shit. Sorry. So I would say that's that's about how much people make in a month in the US. Probably in New Jersey, yeah. So, but you know, the cost of living is a lot more in Jersey, so hard to compare. Yeah, 700,000 is like the average person in New Jersey. I would say, if I was to guess. Which is like, but you know, everything's more expensive here too, so. Alright, let's do this. You guys could see more of New York City this way, I feel like. Man, so nice out. Let's try this again. That's this much money is enough. Yeah, that's that's cool, man. I respect that. I respect that a lot. And this guy riding a scooter. Chill. Just being grateful, enjoying life. What a good lesson, man. I like that guy. He was so cool. What a happy dude. Happy life, happy dude. So this area is called East Village, which is where I would say like a lot of the young people hang out, a lot of bar scenes. Yeah, man. Well, you know, you don't have to pay for rent, right? So I'm sure you don't have to worry about that stuff yet. Do you have to pay for rent or anything like that, or do you get to just chill? If you don't have to worry, if you don't have bills to pay, hey, that's a chill life, man. Definitely envious. But I'm sure it's a lot different in India, a lot more chill for the most part, from what I hear, compared to everyone that moves from India to the USA. It's a lot more stressful to live in the US because everyone is like competitive, and there's just, I don't know, it's like you're always comparing yourself to other people. Oh, cool. We're in Houston. This is cool. Excited. Now to head back. Our trade value would be the same as the salary it gets here in a month. Cool. You're saying in a month's worth is how much you make in a week, or the same? Another salary gets here. Always joking. Nice. Oh, resolve actions, eh? Why does it say I have to resolve? Not enough. I'm joking. Trade value is 1 day as much as those people. That's good, man. That's good. But you have a lot more ups and downs as well, I'm sure, from what I understand. Right? Go. Huh. A lot of good memories here. Reminiscence about the New York days, man. Good times. Okay. Boost. Ah. Whoa. Did you guys have any takeaways from meeting Mr. Oliver? What'd you think about him? Oh man. Oh. People say that I have earned a lot of money sometimes, but they do not know how much money I have invested and what I have lost. Yeah, that's a good point. Very solid point, my brother. All right. Almost back home now. Almost going back to New Jersey. Ooh, a little bit hot today. Ooh. Man, it is hot today. Hot. Huh. Oh, a lot of people running. Huh. Cool. Eric. Interesting. Two years of loss, profitable. Yeah. I mean, trading I'm sure has a lot of ups and downs. Hey, babe. Experience is necessary. Yeah. It's true. Oh wow, this person doesn't give a fuck. They're just turning. They're just turning. They're like, I don't give a fuck about the rules. Zero shits given. Virginia. Cool. Miss you too, she said. Just woke up. Cutie. Alright, about to go back into the tunnel, baby. Alright, we're about to go into the tunnel. Let me know what other interesting questions you have. I think Arfa is gone. Hey Arfa, are you still there? I haven't heard from you in a while. Gonna be listening to this guy. Interesting dude. Ah, I guess this is the way to the tunnel. Nice. Alright, heading out of New York City, now heading back to New Jersey. So, yeah. Alright guys, well, it's probably going to be boring for you guys to watch me drive through the tunnel, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.